Good morning, everybody. This is Sarah from Sarah's Emporium here today to do our weekly reading. I'm going to be reading for May 24th to the 30th of May. And I'm using the Prisma Visions or Tarot and the Mystical Shaman Oracle card deck. Blah, blah, blah. All the details will be in the description below. And as always, this is a collective reading. This is something that I, like to do. If you would like a more personal reading, you can reach out to me by Instagram or at sarahsemporiumunique.com. And there's a spot to... now we're just flying out, aren't we? Spot to get your reading. Okay, for the collective. Always happens when I'm not thinking about them. Oops. I pushed it. One more good. There we go. Alrighty, very interesting. We have the King of Pentacles, the Seven of Chalices, and the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man looks like he's lost his head. Let's zoom in just a wee. Okay. Boingy. Okay, we got the King of Pentacles here, and it looks like he is on top of a oxen. And he has everything under control. He is calm. He is centered. He is straight up and down like that. So he's balanced. And there are strawberries kind of floating around. So everything is the way it should be. Everything's under control. The Seven of Chalices, there's going to be a lot of choices to be made. There are many chalices all in the root systems here. Maybe not root system. Maybe it's more of a fog, a cloud. In my mind's eye, that was the root systems way down in here, but then it actually travels out. So it's a little bit of a billowing. Like things are moving along, but your choices are there. They're not going anywhere. And then we have the Hanged Man. He's kind of lost his head, and he's got a bunch of piranhas floating around in the water here. So it reminds me of my dog. She loves to play, and she always shows her teeth, and I always say, "You're a piranha. You're a piranha." So let me look a little bit deeper into the meaning of the tower. It seems like it's a sense of being devoured with the thoughts. I don't see any gazing. Okay. So, unperturbed or unaware of the danger of the piranhas floating around him, the man gazes motionless above the water to the stars. He exudes the serenity of martyr in his final moments. The bones of the man and the fish are clearly visible, suggesting transparency of the surface, allowing us to see the inner mechanisms beneath. I don't see a head. So I feel like there's a little bit of, yes, being transparent. You can see that the bones are showing in the fish, and you can see the bones of the person. but there's a little bit of unease going on. I don't see any sense where he is. I have to pull it closer to me, sorry, that he is actually looking up at the stars. He's not. He's in the water. It's a little bit turbulent, and he's not aware of what's going on underneath. I think that's where the point is. His head's in the clouds, and other things are happening around him. Yeah. So that's can be key to being less aware of your surroundings and just kind of letting things flow. You have the opportunity to be balanced and stable as long as you keep your head above the water and just let the piranhas do what they're going to do, and you'll be none the wiser on that. You have opportunities and options going on in here, so there might be a little bit of needing some sort of clarity. Let me see if I can actually get some clarity. I don't do this that often, but what is the option? There's so many options. Is there one in particular that you need to focus on? Tiny elephants. So that means that you need to look at, to acknowledge the perspective of the situation at hand. So there's a lot of options available to you, but you're going to want to look at them in a different way to be able to understand. So basically what I'm trying to figure out for you is what exactly you need to be focusing on. It's not allowing me that. It's telling me that you need to weigh out the pros and cons of these different opportunities, these different situations. You got things going that are going to be very stable for you. The King of Pentacles he's fruitful, he's balanced, he's under control, he's grounded. He can be standing on, upside down on that oxen for a long, long time and be none the wiser as to what's going on with whatever. I kind of tend to talk about like social media a little bit, and it's cool to like see how other people are doing, but to obsess over what other people are doing and to try to compare yourself to them is not necessary. That's kind of what this card is telling me. Is not necessary to be on, keeping up with the Joneses, as they say, or keeping up with the Kardashians, if you want to say. It's, let them do what they're going to do. They're going to weed themselves out eventually. And with the Seven of Chalices, look at the perspectives differently. You're going to want to be minute, pros and cons, devise every little option that you have available to you, weigh them out. It's not a matter of deciding. It's not a hard decision to make. It's just a matter of figuring out which one is going to be the best one for you. So that's that. And the Shaman card for this week is the Ancient Ones. Such a beautiful card. All right, the invitation. The Ancient Ones are inviting you to reach to the future to help birth a new destiny for the Earth. Go ahead, find out who you are becoming 10,000 years from now. If you accept the invitation, great power and blessings will come your way and allow you to craft a new destiny for yourself. Do not hesitate to bite off more than you can chew because you have unlimited spiritual resources available right now. So the medicine. The Ancient Ones beseech you to examine your attitudes and actions and be sure that they are of the highest integrity, not giving in to ancestor or yourself. Not forgiving an ancestor or yourself is keeping you from the freedom you seek. Remember, this is no longer your karma. You can break the chains that once bound you to the family drama and be free of your generational curses. Forgive the ones you need to release and honor your biological ancestors by lighting a candle to them tonight. So basically, it's saying that whatever was going on in the past and your past family history, it doesn't matter anymore. It's time to forgive and forget. It's time to move on. Forgive yourself for your future, your future, for your past mistakes. You can't. My biggest quote that I have is that you can't live in the shoulda, woulda, couldas. That's not the way to live. To live is you want to be in the moment and honor where you're at. The future is where the anxiety comes from, what ifs and what could be's and all that. So I don't believe in living in the shoulda, woulda, couldas. We live our life the way that we're meant to live it in those particular moments in time. And the best way to be is be present and honor what had happened in the past. Honor the people that have sacrificed for you to be able to live the way you live today, and to realize that it's this time and moment, and what you do today is going to be what helps build a better tomorrow. Okay? So yeah, that's what we got this week, guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading. And remember, take a look at everything. The tiny little elephants are telling you to just be... The options are unlimited. You need to just pick one, but be kind of picky about it. Pick the one that actually is going to suit you the best. You're very calm and centered this week. It's a very fruitful week. And as long as you're staying away from all those negative... Or not negative, but just don't put yourself in a spot where you don't belong. You're not living other people's lives. You're living your life, And as long as you're living your life, you're gonna stay balanced and center, and in the moment. Honor your ancestors, but don't dwell on it. Shoulda, woulda, couldas never work out in the end. Okay. All right, guys. Have a wonderful week. Bye.